Hey there, fellow curve flatteners. Howard's going to watch while washing the dishes. It's good to be multitasking. Hi, Berks. I'm here in eastern Pennsylvania. We had like hurricane stuff earlier today. Big branch came down outside my window. Now it looks beautiful. The sun's coming out. Suki the dog, who is laying right over there, might get to the park before the day is done. So today I'm going to just try to do uplifting stuff. Hi, all you guys, Michael, Donna, Bunny, Andreas, Alex. Alex, I forgot when you're playing next, so if you put it up on here, I'll try to look and mention it. My memory is not what it once was. Which leads me to this first song, which I just heard for the first time yesterday and thought I would try to figure it out, and I've been cribbing on it ever since. And we'll see how it goes. It's a funny story. There's a clip of Wilford Brimley ostensibly playing guitar, and he's playing a killer bluegrass break, but they're not really sure if it was him or not because there's no mention anywhere else that he ever played the guitar. But he was a singer. So I was looking at songs he sung on YouTube, and I found this song, and I said, wow, that's the perfect song for my uplifting series of songs for today. So here it is. We'll see if I make it through. It'll be entertaining. So it's called Pick Yourself Up. Nothing's impossible, I have found. When my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, and start all over again. Don't lose your confidence if you... See what we do there? Don't lose your confidence if you slip. Be grateful for the pleasant trip. Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. Work like a soul inspired till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. Don't you remember the famous man who had to fall to rise again? They'd pick themselves up, dust themselves off, start all over again. Work like a soul inspired till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. Don't you remember the famous man who had to fall to rise again? They'd pick themselves up, dust themselves off, start all over again. Start all over again. Pick yourself up. I think that's a Jerome Kern and Dorothy Field, maybe. I'm hoping so. That's our first uplifting song, and we'll go on from there. So the sun is shining outside my window here, and that makes it a perfect time to play this one. Grab your coat and grab your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? That's the happy sound in your step. Life could be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Now I used to walk in the shade with my blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid where this rover crossed over. And if I never have a cent, I'll be rich like Mr. Rockefeller. So cold gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Grab your coat and grab your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? That's the happy sound in your step. Life could be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Now I used to walk in the shade with my blues. Now I'm not afraid this rover crossed over. And if I never have a cent, I'll be rich like Mr. Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny on the sunny side of the street. That's the sunny side of the street. And is that up? Carol Pratt is correcting me, I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to read it later. There's no time now. I'm doing a concert. So we shall see. We shall just see. So we're going to do a little Reverend Gary Davis here. There's nothing more uplifting than a good Reverend Gary Davis ragtime tune. And this one is the first one I ever learned from him, called Buckdance. It was the first one I wanted to learn. It was the first one I asked him to show me. So. Reverend Gary Davis, buckdance. One of my greatest heroes, somewhat as a person and definitely as a guitar picker. So I'm going to check some stuff here on the feed. Alex says he may do Friday, but he has to wait a bit longer to commit. When Alex does these, he does them at 3:30. My friends Cozy and Charlie did theirs today, and they're moving from Massachusetts to New Hampshire, and so they're going to do one more next Tuesday. Make sure you check in and listen to that, and then I think they're going to be off the air for a while they do their moving stuff. So let me say some hellos. Debbie Lipster Vasayo, Funny Barnes, Charlotte Cantrell. Hey, among Charlotte Cantrell's new idols. Charlotte was Steve Mann's high school classmate. Okay, new names. Devin, nice to meet you. Bruce McNeil, good to see you. Andreas, Bunny, Russell Eisenheimer, my old friend. Andreas again, Carol again, Alex again. Nancy, hi. Donna Greenberg, Judy Wong, Michael Tierson, hey. Alan Peters, another old Kent guy. Charles Ortolani, Charlie. All you guys, thanks for tuning in. Carol Pred, Peter Kramer. My lovely wife is back here somewhere. Bob Walker and Tom Dietz and Mike Verbick and Dennis Lloyd. Great crowd we have here. And I'm going to do one more for you, another uplifting one. And this is my main uplifting song from the 60s and 70s. And it's not the obvious uplifting song from the 60s and 70s. Actually would be Jesse Colin Young's Get Together, but I don't do that one. But this one, I always say when I play this that it characterizes the ethos of my generation, and we could use a little of it back again. So this is by John Sebastian. How have you been, my darling young children, while I have been away in the West? Though you are strangers, I feel like I know you by the way that you greet me and offer to feed me and eagerly ask if I'll stay for a rest. Now sit yourselves down in a pile here before me. I wish I had presents for each of your smiles, but I have been traveling without much to carry. Just a beat up guitar case with tape on the side, a bag and a few signs to help me get rides. But here are some beats from the throat of a princess who lived in the time of 200 BC. So divide them and wear them, be sure that you share them, for I give them in the hopes that you might grow up to be as lovely as the lady who gave them to me. And here is a strange European guitar string. Found it on the floor of a club in Marseille. It's fat for the third string, but skinny for the fourth string. But I kept it in the hopes I might use it someday. It's funny how people just keep things that way. Here is a turtle from the Long Island Expressway. He says that his home has been covered in tar. So I gave him a ride on the back of my suitcase, and he says that he'd like to live here in your yard. At long last, his life won't be quite so hard. So how have you been, my darling children, while I have been away in the West? Though you are strangers, I feel like I know you by the way that you treat me and offer to feed me and eagerly ask if I'll stay for a rest. By the way that you greet me and offer to feed me and eagerly ask if I'll stay for a rest. That's John Sebastian's beautiful song, How Have You Been?, which I first heard while sitting in the mud at Woodstock in 1969, the end of the 60s. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I will be back on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Look for Alex maybe on Friday. There is a PayPal link in the description of this post, and if you feel inclined, you can donate a little to the cause. It's much appreciated, and I thank all the people who have done so. Stay safe, stay sane. If you get cranky, take a nap. I should always credit that to Alex Bevan. He's the one who came up with that. And others have stolen it from me, Bunny Barnes. So I'll see you guys hopefully soon, and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.